The restaurant was the kind where silence felt expensive. Crystal glasses whispered against polished marble tables, and the soft piano music floated like it belonged to another world, one where people didn't worry about rent or missed calls from debt collectors. She adjusted the strap of her worn apron, inhaled slowly, and reminded herself that dignity wasn't something anyone could take unless she handed it over. Her name tag read Lena. Most customers never read it. Tonight would be no different, or so she thought. He arrived late, of course. The rich always did. A tailored suit hugged his frame like it had been stitched directly onto his arrogance. Gold cufflinks flashed when he checked his watch, irritation already curling his lips. He didn't look at her when she approached. Instead, he looked through her, as if she were furniture. She smiled anyway. Not because she enjoyed it, but because survival had taught her that calm was a shield. "Good evening, sir. May I take your order?" His lips curved, not into a smile, but into something sharper. He replied in a foreign language, fast, deliberate, and loud enough for nearby tables to hear. The syllables rolled off his tongue with practiced cruelty. A few diners glanced up, curious. Others smirked, already sensing the imbalance of power. He leaned back in his chair, arms crossed, eyes gleaming. The message was clear even if the words weren't: "You don't belong here. You won't understand. And I enjoy that." Lena froze for half a second. She had seen this before, men who confused money with intelligence, wealth with worth. Her manager hovered near the bar, pretending not to notice. The kitchen doors swung open and shut behind her like a heartbeat. "I'll wait," the man said, still in that language, slower now, savoring every word. "Unless this is too complicated for you." A ripple of laughter came from his table. Someone recorded on their phone. Lena felt the heat rise in her chest, not anger, not yet, but memory. Long nights translating textbooks under flickering lights. Her mother whispering, "Learn their languages. Knowledge is the one thing no one can steal." The scholarships she lost. The visas denied. The life that bent her here but never broke her. She met his eyes. And in that same language, perfect accent, precise grammar, she replied. "Of course, sir. You'd like the grilled sea bass, no lemon, extra salt. A bottle of the 1998 reserve you can't pronounce, and the illusion that money makes you superior." The restaurant went silent. Forks paused midair. The piano missed a note. His face drained of color. Lena didn't stop. Calm. Controlled. Surgical. "You also asked," she continued, voice steady, "whether someone like me could possibly understand someone like you. The answer is yes. I understand insecurity fluently." A beat. Then another. She placed the menu gently on the table. "I'll give you a moment to decide if you'd like to continue in this language, or behave like a decent human being." She turned and walked away, spine straight, hands trembling only once she reached the kitchen. Behind her, the silence shattered. The man stood up so fast his chair scraped loudly against the floor. Every eye in the restaurant was now his witness. Power had shifted, and he felt it slipping through his fingers. "Wait," he said, this time in plain English. His voice cracked, just slightly. "That's not what I meant." Lena stopped but didn't turn around. The manager rushed forward, apologizing nervously, trying to smooth things over with practiced corporate desperation. But something had already changed. The audience, the room, the phones, the quiet, had chosen its side. "I travel," the man said louder, grasping for authority. "I speak many languages." It was just a joke. Lena finally faced him. "A joke," she repeated softly, "is funny to everyone involved." Her calm was devastating. No insults. No raised voice. Just truth, delivered without mercy. She continued, "You wanted to feel powerful by making someone else feel small. That tells me everything I need to know about you." A woman at a nearby table began to clap. Slowly. Then another joined. And another. The man's companions avoided his eyes. One quietly paid the bill. Lena handed him his receipt. "Your order will be cancelled." "Not because you're rich," she said, meeting his gaze, "but because respect is not optional here." He opened his mouth to argue, then closed it. For the first time that night, he looked unsure. As he left, no one watched him go. They watched her. Later that night, after the restaurant emptied and the adrenaline faded, Lena stepped outside into the cool air. Her phone buzzed, messages, notifications, strangers calling her brave. Someone had uploaded the video. It was spreading. She smiled, not because she went viral, but because she stayed true. And somewhere, someone watching this story would learn the same lesson. Never mistake silence for ignorance. And never underestimate the woman who learned your language just to survive. Months passed, but the night never really left Lena. It followed her in small, unexpected ways, in the pause before someone spoke to her, in the careful respect threaded through strangers' voices, in the way people now asked instead of assumed. She no longer worked double shifts every day. Opportunities had opened quietly, almost shyly, as if unsure whether she would accept them. Invitations to speak. To translate. To teach. She chose carefully, not chasing attention, but purpose. Fame had knocked loudly, but she answered only when it aligned with who she was becoming. One afternoon, while standing in line at a small cafe far from the elegance of marble floors, Lena noticed a young girl behind the counter. The girl's shoulders were tense, her smile rehearsed, her eyes alert in the way only people who expect disrespect learn to be. A customer snapped his fingers impatiently and spoke sharply, not cruel enough to go viral, just cruel enough to bruise. Lena watched the girl swallow her response, watched her dignity bend under the familiar weight of silence. And in that moment, Lena saw herself from before. The version of her the world never noticed.